and welcome into another program of It's Talladega. In case you're watching for the first time, this program is designed to talk about all the good positive things going on in and around Talladega, the city that's open for business. We've had various guests on here throughout. I have singers and poetry writers and politicians and whatever. And today we're honored to have a longtime friend and also Mr. Cabot Barden has been on our show before. He's a owner of a store in Talladega, he and Miss Libby, and he's also a publisher. He's a songwriter. He's a singer. I think he can probably do about anything. Plays instruments, and it's just indeed an honor to have Cabot back with us. Cabot, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Let's for those who may have never seen you before, may have missed the program throughout and don't know anything about you. Let's give a little bit of background about Cabot Barden, where you. What we say in the old days, where you was reared up, where you started off in life?
Yeah, I grew up in Sylacauga, on the west side of town. Went to Sylacauga High, and then went off to college for a couple of years, and got married. Started playing in bands when I was 14 years old, and played in bands just most of my life. Didn't start writing books till I was 1986. I started the book, and I didn't finish it till 2009, the first one. Then after that, it just one right behind the other. Now I've gotten 4 under my belt and working on the 5th one.
And we'll talk about those in just a little bit, but you say you went to a couple of years of college?
Yep.
Any name that you're not ashamed to mention? Or
I went to Nunley Technical College.
That's good. That's a good start.
Went there for a year, and then I went to Alexander City Junior College for a year.
Yeah, that's a very good school down there.
Yep.
Then you, after you got out of school, you said you got married.
Yep.
What have you done? Worked in the mill? What have you done through the past?
Worked a lot of retail jobs over the years. Been involved with music. Like I said, I
started playing when you was
playing in bands when I was in my teens. Was playing in nightclubs when I was 16. So.
What was the guitar, the first instrument you learned to play? Or?
Well, the first thing I played was drums, and then I was trying to put a band together when I was 14, being a drummer, and everybody else wanted to be the drummer. I said, well, I got to play something else. So I picked up the accordion because my dad played the accordion, and I started playing that, and I thought, this is not cool in a rock band, playing an accordion. So I picked up the guitar and started playing that.
Accordion is very popular in Germany.
Yeah.
I was in Munich for a couple of years, and of course I started playing piano when I was 10, and I saw this black and white accordion. That was the prettiest thing I believe I've ever laid eyes on.
Yeah. Full
120 bass.
Wow.
And of course, trying to figure out what black button over here with your left hand and your right hand is a keyboard.
Yeah.
And then you get your hand in that strap there, and I could find middle C, and I could sort of go from there. But you gotta get it to moving.
Yeah.
To get that sound. But in Germany, those the Germans had those bands over there.
Yeah.
And Munich, the what do they call it, opera house. They had those bands with 8, 10, 15, 20 people in them. Yeah. They play those accordions and dance all over the place, moving that accordion. It's amazing.
Yep.
Makes a lot of music.
Yep.
If you know what you're doing.
Yep. My dad played one for years. He was a band director for the Sea Scouts in Savannah years ago, and of course, Mom played piano, so that's where my musical background came from.
Your mother played for any particular group for a while, or gospel, or?
No, she just played at home. She and Dad would do duets and stuff like that.
What, you remember some of the bands you were involved with through the years?
I was playing in a band when I was 19 called Common Faith, which is a bunch of local guys out of Sylacauga. More than half the guys are deceased now. And we played together for about 3 years. We did a lot of great stuff together. Came close to going to that next plateau of actually doing something in the music business. We went up and recorded at Muscle Shoals, at one of the big studios up there, and the guy was talking about a record contract, and then the guy that was playing lead guitar with us, he quit. So that was it. We lost that deal.
It's hard to hold a group together.
It is.
I played for the Bill Cobb Trio in 58, I guess it was. Bill Cobb and his 2 daughters. They were 4 and 5 years old at the time. And you don't think about kids that young singing, but they had it down. They had one of the hottest trio going, and we were traveling everywhere. I played for them for about about 6 months, I guess.
Yeah.
My first record to make was with the Bill Cobb Trio.
Wow.
And of course, he held it together because it was a family group.
Yep.
And then I started playing for the Pioneer Quartet when I got back out of service in '65. And we traveled and sang, 30, 35 years. Never missed an engagement. Kept the same party personnel for the most time. But it's unusual that you can keep a group together because of the faction. The wives don't want you to go this Sunday. They got something they want to go to. And but it's tough trying to keep a group together, and I can understand. After, as you got older in life, are you still playing now? Still?
Well, I'm not playing in clubs anymore. I retired from that a year and a half ago. Got burned out on it because I'm too old to do it. I mean, the hours are getting later, 10 to 2 in clubs, and club atmosphere is just not for me anymore. Things change when you get older.
Through the years from what used to be real country music is, I guess you still got some country music, true country music, but it's changed. Just like gospel music used to be true Southern gospel.
Yep.
Now I call it singing off the wall. When you go to the church, they got this 3 or 4 lines, and you sing the same lines for 30 minutes, and the same beat. And some of this rock music you get 2 notes and scream and holler 2 words.
Yeah. Well, I lived in Nashville for about 5 years, and what they said is pretty much true. They said that country follows rock and pop by about 20 years. So what you hear in rock and pop 20 years ago is what you're hearing in country now. It sounds like rock instead of country, which I don't really care for that. I'd rather go back to the old country because that's country.
Genuine country?
Yeah.
Yeah, George Jones.
George Jones, even Hank Jr. I mean, that's closer to real country than what you're hearing now on the radio.
You've got, you see a group come up, very popular, have a hit record, 6 months, you don't hear them anymore.
Yep.
Somebody else comes along and takes over.
Yep, that's the way it goes. It's all about sales.
Old Southern gospel music, church hymns, Amazing Grace, and all these old songs that everybody could sing along with. And nowadays, you hear this new modern stuff. People don't sing along with that music. You hear it 1 time or 2 times, and maybe I'm just being fanatical. I just love Southern gospel music.
I think that's one reason why they simplified the new gospel, the new, what they call contemporary Christian. They simplified it where you just sing one line over and over, so you'll know that line and you'll just keep singing it, instead of like the old gospel you're talking about, which there was always a story behind it. But now it's just, sing 2 or 3 lines.
Make it up as you go along.
Yeah.
If it feels good, do it.
Yeah.
Swing and sway with the music. When the music stops, the religion is gone. Religion is gone.
Yeah.
Feel good religion.
Yeah.
I know. I'll probably get some cards and letters on that. But let's talk about. First of all, let's talk about your store. How did you get involved in My Music Store?
Well, I'd written my first book, and I got residuals from it pretty good, and I'd met Libby, and we got married, and there was no music stores in Talladega, and I hated going all the way to Inverness just to buy guitar strings.
I'm not sure there was one. It was the one in Sylacauga at the time, or Childersburg.
Garrett's Pawn Shop's about the only thing in Sylacauga.
For the music,
yeah. And I said, well, let's open a music store, because she had that building sitting up there when she and Ronnie Butler had the pawn shop there. And I said, well, let's just open a music store there. And so we did, and there we are.
Yeah, we were there for the ribbon cutting, and you got a nice supply of goods. If we can, let's show the video or the DVD or whatever we got showing his music store. I believe they have it somewhere on the computer. They'll show it in just a minute.
Yeah.
But you're well stocked.
Yep, we try to
there we go.
Supply.
There's the My Music Store.
That's
that a fiddle?
Yep. Or violin, whichever way you want to call it.
There's your drums and electric guitar. What's this on the right here? I know it's a guitar of some sort.
Yeah, it's a rock guitar.
Rock guitar, okay. You got a very diverse group of instruments.
Yeah, we have a jam session there once a month, the last Thursday of the month, from about 5 to about 8 or 9. Have about 25, 30 musicians come in and play.
Now, folks, you that don't know what jam session is, that ain't bread and jam. That's what they call music. They jam. Some of us young boys don't know what a jam session is. They think we're going to eat some jam and biscuit. No, I'm being facetious.
That's pictures of the jam session.
Okay.
There.
Is that Johnny McKinnon?
Yep.
Okay.
Johnny McKinnon.
Plays the guitar, yeah. Who are some of the folks that...
Lynn Smith, he's always there. He plays the tuba.
He's from Sylacauga?
He's from Talladega.
Oh, Talladega, okay.
Carol Stober.
Yeah, I know Miss Carol. Her and her granddaughter used to sing.
And George Campbell, he plays the dobro. Have people, Tommy Little, he comes in and plays bass occasionally. A whole bunch of musicians, men and women. Some people just come and sit and listen. You know, we have a great time.
And if, Mr. Engineer, if we're not too much trouble, can we go back to that DVD just for a moment? Just, I want to look at something other here. I'm not sure what I want to look at, but I want to, if we can go back to it. Anyway, while they're going back to it, we can, and you have the jam session once a month?
Yep, last Thursday, from about 5 in the evening until about 8 or 9. When us old folks get tired, we quit about 8 or 9.
You have everything but a piano, and you have keyboards, I guess. You have.
Yeah, we have keyboards. Yep.
Anybody plays the trumpet or the saxophone, or?
No. Lynn's a tuba player. He's the only wind instrument guy that comes. Wouldn't mind having a few trumpet and whatever. We had one guy come in and brought his saxophone and played.
I love saxophone and trumpet.
Yep, I do too.
What, stick with the old stuff? Old country music?
Just whatever.
Modern stuff?
We do bluegrass, gospel, old country, new country, old rock, and that's pretty much it. Maybe blues.
Starts at what time?
About 5 o'clock in the evening.
That's once a month.
Yep.
You, we'll give it before we go off there. Also, we might look in the camera here. And here we go. Let's go back to the video just for a second. There's your different instruments. Now that one in the middle there, it'll be a round bottom.
Yeah, that was banjo.
That's what I was thinking, banjo.
Yep.
There's some electric stuff. There's bongo drums.
Congas.
Okay.
Regular drums. We got bongos.
There's amplifiers.
Yep.
You carry just about anything, any musician. There's your keyboard.
Yep.
Any.
Those are my books on top.
Okay. You care about anything someone could need or want.
Yeah, if we can get it, you know, we'll
and if you don't care, you can get it probably.
We can order it.
A few days, just a short while.
Yep.
There's some of your folks again.
Yep.
Who's the guy on the left back there, the gray-headed fella?
That is Bill Oliver.
Okay. He looks familiar.
Yeah.
He's from where?
He's from Talladega.
Talladega, okay. Yeah, we'll go back. Let's, y'all not doing any record making. You don't have a group, enough groups together to.
No.
Got a DVD or I guess you could take a camera and set it up and make a DVD out of it.
Actually, one of the guys that comes to our sessions, he's been videotaping a few of the sessions, but I don't know if he'd want to turn loose of them or not.
Well, if you make it just for your own use, maybe in the folks around town, individuals will want a copy of it.
Yeah. I'll have to talk to him about it.
Let's talk about the books. Let's talk about, let's see, your first book was...
it's The Bass Player.
The Bass Player.
Yep.
How did you get involved in writing a book about the bass player?
Well, one of my favorite authors is Clive Cussler. I met him in '89, and in '86, I picked up my first copy of one of Cussler's books, and I got inspired. I said, well, I can write something. I'm a songwriter. I can write maybe a book. So I started writing my memories from playing in a band when I was 19, and then I put it down. Life got in the way, and finally in 2000 I was unemployed, had nothing to do, and I said, well, I'm just